From above, the planet appears eerily still, but every mountain range and every chasm on its face is a scar with many telling a story of when the earth rumbled to life. Earthquakes occur around the world. They've been recorded on all 7 continents, but most quakes take place in just 3 regions: the mid-Atlantic Ridge, an underwater line that runs down the Atlantic Ocean, the Alpine Belt, which stretches from the Mediterranean to Southeast Asia, and the Circum-Pacific Belt, which traces along the edges of the Pacific Ocean and is where about 80% of all earthquakes occur. These areas experience the most earthquakes due to what lies beneath the surface. Earthquakes are the result of pressure, specifically pressure caused by extreme stress in the Earth's crust. That stress can be caused by volcanic activity or even man-made activities in certain areas. However, most earthquake-inducing stress is caused by the movement of tectonic plates. Tectonic plates are constantly moving, either against, along, away, or underneath each other. But sometimes, their edges may catch and stick. The plates, however, continue to move or at least attempt to. Energy from these attempted movements builds around the edge's sticking point, creating immense pressure until the edges are forced to let go and the plates slip. This causes a sudden and powerful release of energy, so powerful that it breaks the Earth's crust. This fracturing emits shock waves through the ground and causes intense vibrations or quakes. In fact, the world's most earthquake-prone regions are where the most geologically active plates meet. Earthquakes or any seismic activity are recorded by seismographs. When the ground shakes, seismographs oscillate, drawing a jagged line to reflect this movement. The more extreme the earthquake, the greater the height of the jagged line. These recorded motions are then used to measure the earthquake strength or magnitude. While several scales of magnitude exist, the one seismology prefers is the moment magnitude scale. It has no upper limit and it measures earthquakes logarithmically. This means that each magnitude on its scale is 10 times greater than the one before it. Unlike the now rarely used Richter scale, the moment magnitude scale can be applied globally and can measure quakes of the highest magnitudes. Some earthquake-prone areas have adopted various ways to protect their communities. Buildings and bridges are designed to sway rather than break when an earthquake occurs. The public is educated on how to protect themselves during a seismic event, and government officials enact drills to ensure the protections of their people. Earthquakes can leave behind incredible devastation, but these same forces have also created magnificent features, with each adding character to a planet so unique. Here are some safety tips from the Tech Insider. If an earthquake hits, don't head for the doorway. That's an outdated advice. In past earthquakes, the door frame was sometimes the only thing left standing. Modern home doorways are not stronger than other household areas. Doors can also swing, injuring you in the process. Instead, the USGS recommends drop, cover, and hold. This means dropping to the floor and getting under a desk or table. If you are outside, stay away from trees, power lines, and anything that could fall, including walls. If you are inside, avoid windows and elevators. If driving, Pull over, stop, and stay there until the shaking ends. Avoid overpasses and power lines. If you are in a crowded area, crouch and cover your head and neck with your hands and arms. If you are in an earthquake-prone area, have a survival kit ready, and bolt or secure heavy items that could pose a hazard. Earthquakes cannot be prevented, but we can prepare for them. Don't panic. You must know what to do before, during, and after an earthquake. With a little planning, you can be ready just in case disaster strikes.